Nice place. We're right here out of the sun. The crowd is really beginning to gather. We are here because the National Kidney Foundation is doing their 27th annual Pro-Am Surf event, the largest fundraiser for the National Kidney Foundation. It includes, we're talking the world's best surfers. Kelly Slater's going to be here, the Hobgood brothers, just a ton, and then a lot of amateurs. And gosh, there's going to be music, there's food up and down the beach, lots of vendors. There's so much to see. And of course, WMEL is broadcasting live with this remote. We got another program coming up live here.
Yeah,
Lillian McDermott.
Absolutely, and
Lillian McDermott will be coming up here soon also. So you want to stay tuned on American Warrior Radio. And the idea is come out here, greet some of the hosts, have a great day, enjoy your time on the beach. But right now we've got a special guest that we want to introduce. We just had Commander B. Perry of the Coast Guard on. We're going to have the Bosun's Call, a regular segment on American Warrior Radio, so be listening for that, folks. But it was great to talk with him and get some perspective on what's going on with the local Coast Guard.
oh, absolutely, and I'm looking here at a very interesting piece of literature, GPV helicopters. Looks like they do tours along the beach, I presume, is all this flying. And,
that's correct.
Well, let's introduce our guest then, Glenn. This is Gary Varley from GPV Helicopters. Say hello, Gary.
Hey, thank you for inviting me here today. It's a great honor to be here. You can probably tell by my accent, I don't originate from the US. I'm actually from England.
Jolly old England.
Sorry?
Jolly old England.
Good old England, yeah. I mean, I've been here nearly 6 years now, so I'm kind of working on being a local person.
Working on your citizenship?
Absolutely, yes. I class myself as a local. I'm dressed in the traditional local beach attire at the moment. Flip-flops, baggies and a tank top. And I actually have the company GPV Helicopters, which is a local-based company. And we fly local flights, basically. We do helicopter tours, we do photography, pretty much anything you can think of in helicopters we do. And we're actually doing something you may not think about. We're doing a helicopter as well.
Well, this is the Commander Perry. We actually got some clearance through the Coast Guard for this event coming up tomorrow, folks. Like I said, there's a lot going on around here with the National Kidney Foundation. Tomorrow at noon, give the audience a little taste of who the special guest is at noon tomorrow, Glenn.
well, Booker D. Surf Dog is going to be here for your entertainment and enjoyment. Actually, I'm sure you're going to love this. And he has his own life vest, his own surfboard, and
So I'm trying to figure out how exactly does GPV Helicopters get involved with this? What do we got going on, Gary?
Well, this is a good question. What we're going to do, obviously weather permitting, we are going to bring Adam and Booker the Surf Dog over to the beach via the helicopter. Again, we're going to come in, we're going to hover approximately 2 to 3 feet over the water, and we're going to do, let's call it a dog drop. We're going to actually let Booker vacate the helicopter into the water, followed closely by Adam.
Wait, back that up. So you're going to come down and hover over the water, and this dog's going to do what?
The dog's actually going to leave the helicopter, they're going to go into the water with Adam, his owner. They're going to mount onto the surfboard, and Booker's going to hopefully catch a good wave and surf into the beach. In the meantime, we're going to be hovering fairly close by and taking some good aerial photography shots, which obviously Adam will get these shots, but they will also be on GPV Helicopter Facebook. Come and check it out. There's some awesome local pictures on there.
Oh, no kidding. This is going to be during the heat of the event. You're going to have proper clearance. There's not going to be any surfers in the water.
We've gone through the full safety procedure. We've checked with the Coast Guard. They give us a thumbs up. Hopefully it's going to go perfect, otherwise we won't be doing it. It's going to have to be super safe.
Well, we'll talk about your qualifications a little bit. How do we know you're an experienced helicopter pilot?
That is a good question. My flight experience stems back to around about 1983, where I was actually working for the Australian government, flying helicopters, doing reconnaissance work, field operations, all the good exciting things.
Coming up on 30 years.
Absolutely, yes. And obviously I came over to the States about 6 years ago, did the FAA transition, which gives me my US pilot's license, my commercial status, and continuing flying from there. I had one of two options. I was either trying to seek employment as a pilot with a helicopter company in the US. Wasn't really feasible at the time. There wasn't an awful lot of opportunity going, so I thought, hey, let's go for it and start my own company up. And so far it's been quite successful. Fingers crossed it will continue to be successful.
For sure, and it's outreaches like this. Now, how did you get involved in Booker D Surf Dog? I mean, you're volunteering your time here?
Absolutely. He actually found me on Facebook. Many people do discover us on Facebook. And he sent me a private message, asked me if I'd be willing to donate my time and help out with this event and make it something special. Absolutely, why not? It's all about promotion, and it's certainly all about helping people.
Absolutely. And
how can I get in touch with him?
yeah, do you know if the Surf Dog has ever jumped from a helicopter?
The Surf Dog hasn't, no. So what we're going to do is, once we've loaded the Surf Dog into the helicopter, we're going to do a small pattern around the airfield to make sure the dog is happy with this.
1 minute.
If we're happy with that, we're actually going to fly out to the beach, which takes about 5 minutes, proceed from there, and we're going to go with it.
Sounds exciting and different.
Gary, now at the WMEL remote booth, you're going to have some brochures here if anybody's interested in taking a helicopter ride, sightseeing or otherwise.
Contact us either, come and get the brochures, come and see everybody down here at the pier.
Give your web address or your email.
Okay, Facebook is a good way to contact us. GPV Helicopters on Facebook. You can contact us at gpvhelicopters@yahoo.com. Either of those two is probably your best option, and obviously I personally will get back to you and we can discuss having a great flight with anybody that wants to come with us.
Outstanding. Listen, we appreciate your time here on American Warrior Radio. Folks, stop by the remote booth for WMEL right here at Oh Shucks, the seafood bar, and pick up a brochure. Gary's probably going to be hanging around here. You know he's going to be involved with this tomorrow at noon, so you don't want to miss it. This is a fun event, and Gary is literally donating his time for the National Kidney Foundation to come out and do this. Thank you, sir, and
thank you for inviting me here today. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so
for
much.
joining us. And folks, we have, let me tell you, a whole lot going on here today. We have some other special guests that are representing the National Kidney Foundation. We want to get some information about the goings on here. Hello.
How are you?
I'm sorry you haven't got headphones. But we'll do our best to communicate.
It's all good.
That's great. Now, tell us about yourself and how you got involved in the National Kidney Foundation.
Well, my name is Savannah, and I have actually been involved since almost I could walk. My parents have been really good friends of the co-founders, Rich and Phil. So as soon as I was able to help out, I did start volunteering, and this year is my first year actually as a staff of the NKF, and I am so excited. This is such a great event, and just seeing the turnout today has already made me so proud on day one.
Well, why is this particular year special?
This year is very special because we actually lost the co-founder, Rich Salick, about 2 months ago to kidney disease and other related issues. He's been struggling for so many years since his first kidney transplant in 1973, but let me tell you, this guy, you would never know it. It was his goal in life to help others people and keep other people healthy, and you would never even know that he had kidney disease, let alone 3 kidney transplants in his life.
No kidding. Well, Savannah, you're a good spokesperson for the cause for sure. Tell us a little bit about how it's continuing, though. This is Rich's event, but it's been picked up and carried forward through his brother and so many others.
Absolutely. We have such a strong following of volunteers and friends and family that this event would never fall through the cracks, and it will continue every single year. So we are very fortunate to have the help that we do, and we couldn't do it without all the volunteers, definitely.
And how many people, let's say between last year and this year, what do you expect for attendance?
We are definitely expecting a bigger attendance this year. We've already seen such an outpouring of love and support and help tremendously from last year. So we're hoping, and it looks like it's bigger and better than ever this year.
Well, yeah, we've got Booker D Surf Dog involved with GPV Helicopters. We're making it,
yes,
incrementally making it larger and larger. We're at Oh Shucks Seafood Bar, which is one of the host sponsors, but you got a lot of vendors out here. What can people expect when they come out to see the event?
We have all kinds of things on the beach, from vendors to artists who are painting on surfboards. If you've never surfed before, you can even sign up for a free surf lesson with Ron John Surf School.
Hey, free.
Yes, and they are offering to teach you for free, and then you get to surf a little contest, mini contest, and you will win even one of our event trophies. So that's a great thing. We have free health screenings, diabetes screenings, doctors on the beach you can talk to about any issues or health-related things.
Well, I want to get into that for a moment, Savannah, and we just had join us on the set Phil, Rich's brother, Phil Salick. Thank you, sir, for joining us. Sorry
She's
we don't
doing
have
great,
headphones
though, isn't
for
she?
you. She is. She really is.
She's a consummate professional now.
But you know, we're American Warrior Radio is all about veterans and military, and so many vets are and so many vets are affected with kidney disease because of their either diabetes or hypertension. What kind of outreach do you have here on a local level? Well, how do you get the local community to come out? I mean,
basically, if you come out today, we'll supply you or take your name down and supply you with whatever information you need. I have tons of literature that can help basically from the very start until, let's say, stage 4, right before transplantation. Our reading literature is geared very simply about an 8th grade reading level, so you're not getting medical mumbo jumbo.
That's a good
and it's very concise. We have cookbooks, so does the Diabetes Association out there. I mean, a lot of the big problems are from hypertension, as you know from the vet. That's a big problem with the vets, and that definitely leads to big problems with strokes and kidney failure, because stress is a big reason why we circulate the information not only to veterans but to everybody.
Yeah, not only stress, I know because I am a diabetic, but that's something you got to be on the lookout for all the time. And you were talking about the cookbooks, and I think that's a great thing, because anybody who's a diabetic knows it's important to have the right kind of diet.
Absolutely, and the big thing is a lot of diet is the reason why people are having the problems. The salt, fried foods. We run what we call a KEEP program, a Kidney Early Preventative Program, where we go into KEP, and what we do, we provide free diagnostics, including blood work, urinalysis, a consult with a nephrologist, everything for free, and we do about 15 of them a year. We'd like to do one every 2 weeks, and it runs about $5 grand each. And you get a complete work, about an $800 workup for absolutely free, including complete blood work that we fly to California. We mail very discreetly the lab results directly to your house.
Now, Phil, none of this would be possible if you didn't get the support from the local community, and I'm sure people are coming in from all over the country for your event here today.
Yeah, they are actually all over the world. I mean,
all over the world. It's an international event, folks.
Yeah,
wonderful.
Now, and talk about that for a moment. How can folks that are listening to American Warrior Radio in Oregon, because we're online on 1300WMEL.com, we get callers from Maine to Texas, how can they get involved? Even though they're not here on the beautiful Cocoa Beach Pier with us right now, how can they show their support?
Well, they can go NKF.com, www.nkf.surf. You can pull up National Kidney. And we'll link onto National Kidney Foundation Florida.org. Basically, all these avenues will link in. We actually have a TriCast going on here with worldwide telecast for all 3 days. We actually will have, I haven't set up the booth yet, but we will have information down here today. But the easiest way is to just call us. Our 800 number is 1-800-927-9659.
Say it one more time.
800-927-9659. And that's our state offices. Anybody who's local here who has any problem, it's 321-784-5661. If we can't answer your questions, we certainly know the people who can.
And where do you hold these events to get people free checkups?
Well, basically, we go into indigent neighborhoods where they can't possibly afford even any kind of diagnosis, even a GP. Even just a simple doctor's office. So blood pressure is the first thing we do. And then we run you through full labs by the time you get them. But by the time you get out of there, you're going to have a really good idea on less the blood work, your state of whether or not you're either in risk with kidney failure or any kind of kidney problems, you'll know even at the end of the day there, and specifics come to you in the mail.
That is totally outstanding, and I know from some of the reading and the business I'm in and helping veterans that there's a lot of people who may have kidney problems that
don't know it
at all.
If you have headaches, any kind of boomer kind of headaches, anything, there's telltale signs that are covered very extensively in the literature that you can do self-diagnostics before you even go to a KEEP program, just through keeping up with the literature.
And it's important, especially for our homeless population out here. We've got a lot of homeless vets.
Yes,
and, we know George Taylor's out there reaching out to those folks. But this KEEP program, actually, you do outreach in the community where you're trying to find these folks in lower income areas that wouldn't have access to this, may not even know that they have a kidney problem.
That's it. Well, that's the whole idea behind this. And we still look for local sponsorship in these because, again, it was... even though we lost my twin brother a month and a half ago, this is something really high on his list. I mean, very, very high. We'd like to expand that program, triple it with what we're doing now at least.
Well, Phil, let's talk about you and your brother getting this whole thing going some 27 years ago. What inspired you?
Well, actually, it's not 27 years ago. It was started in 1976. We had our transplant. I gave Richard a kidney in 1974, which was it's the best match they've ever seen, even for identical twins. They took a piece of my arm and put it in his and his in mine. All right, we're not only exact down to the DNA, we were exact better than any DNA match they've ever seen with twins. So that would have kept his kidney going. 1974. Now, had he not had a reoccurrence of glomerulonephritis about every 12 years, he should have still had my kidney in there. The match was so perfect that he was on very little medication. In 74, they were doping you up left and right. He had to take the cyclosporin eventually for rejection, and it's kind of a cancer enhancer, and that's why he was diagnosed with cancer in 2001. They gave him 18 months.
So just because somebody gets a transplant, they're not out of the woods.
No, there's the yin and the yang as far as the medications go.
Give and take. There's a price to pay.
Yeah, we're getting really big on really trying to eliminate all medications that have your natural immune system. They're doing this a lot with liver transplants, and there's certain anti-rejection drugs that you need to take, with the kidney transplant, but a big thing with the liver program is they're trying to just have your immune system take over everything. Then consequently, you don't have the ramifications later on. You're not going to have the problems because it goes with the territory with the meds.
In your opinion, how effective is this kind of newer treatment regime?
Well, anytime you can use your own immune system and not bring anything unfriendly to your system, it's got to be better for you.
Well, you are very learned on this topic, and we certainly
I'm a
appreciate
babe in the woods on this stuff.
Well, you're well spoken, and I certainly appreciate it, especially reaching out to the veteran community like you do.
Yeah, we'd like any of the vets out there, please stay in touch with us.
And the local number again was 784-5661.
Yes, and that's our office right here at the Cocoa Beach Pier. Lori Stotler and the family here have graciously donated a permanent office to us up in their corporate area. We used to be in Cape Canaveral Hospital for almost 30 years.
Goodness.
Yeah, so it's not bad because I can stand up and check the syrup.
Yeah, you got a much better view here.
Well, the other one wasn't bad either. I looked across the river at the shop.
Yeah, and the river view.
Either way, we've been very fortunate with our sponsor.
Well, let's talk a moment about the events that are going on today. I mean, literally, the schedule's huge. Where can people go check out the schedule there?
Yep. We'll have the schedule posted in here. It was in the TGIF yesterday. Today paper, of course, being a big sponsor of ours. And we really appreciate WMEL. It was a terrific, fun time we had last week at the skate park. And we really enjoy working with you guys. We have everything going on. Tonight we have what's called our competitor and VIP party, but it is open to the public. It's just a donation at the door.
It's a donation, folks. Come on. You're going to go out here and have a blast, and you're going to be contributing to an awesome cause.
Oh, yeah. And Cisco is, they got 5 of their finest chefs throughout Central Florida fixing dishes up here. Tons of food courtesy of the pier. And you walk in and just eat. We have some great entertainment by Honey Miller tonight. And it's a real kickoff, but our real big event is going to be at the Cocoa Beach Hilton tomorrow night. and that's our banquet and silent auction where we have 30 of the best restaurants in Brevard County come in, and you will be majorly fed with some of the finest, freshest food, seafood, meats, everything. And then you have an opportunity to purchase at dirt rock bottom prices. Trips, surfboards, we'll have live auction items, great music. I encourage
you know a little bit about surfboards too.
Yeah, just a little. We still manufacture when Richard's son Philip now shapes all our surfboards, which is good. We can kind of sit back and retire. And he's in town. He makes movies in California, but whenever he's here, he gets his shaping appointments. But the banquet runs from 6 to 9 o'clock. Regions Bank is our big sponsor. They handle all the computer and everything in there. But if you haven't been to it, I mean, our average crowd at this thing is at least 1,200 people. That's our average crowd.
Wow, and it certainly sounds like the place to be.
It is.
And what time is that?
That'll be 6 to 11 o'clock tomorrow night at the Cocoa Beach Hilton. And again, thanks to Deborah Green, the general manager there, saved us a ton of money just by them coming in as a sponsor.
Beautiful. Folks, we're talking with Phil Salick here at Oh Shucks Seafood Bar on the Cocoa Beach Pier during the National Kidney Foundation Pro-Am Surf event. This is a spectacular opportunity for you to get out here, enjoy some sun, sand, surf, watch some truly talented folks on the surfboards. Let's not forget that.
Absolutely great pro event surfers, the amateurs are top notch. The view ain't bad on the beach either. So if you're coming out for that motive, you'll be thoroughly enjoying yourself. And tons of things to do out here. So we encourage you to come out and support the National Kidney Foundation and their programs and have a super, super fun time while you're doing it.
The local number, if you're in need of, or if you have a question about whether your kidneys are healthy or not, is 784-5661. 784-5661. And there's going to be lots of photos published from the event. What's the most local website somebody can go to and visit some of that?
That would be NKF Surf. That would be the easiest way. You'll link up with everything from that. And I mean, everybody, there's a ton of websites that are covering it out here. It'll be all over Facebook. Of course, the Today Paper site, we did a couple television shows and they're linked up to the Today Paper. So, got a good view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea how many surfers have registered for the
Yeah, I think
contest?
we're probably near 400 to 500 surfers. We're still actually, if the preliminaries are still going on, you can still come down and enter, because the reason why we do that is it's a fundraiser. And we're very parent friendly, even with the little kids divisions. The parents can go in the water with their kids.
Cool.
Yeah.
I noticed the waves looked a little better this morning on
Thank
the north
goodness.
side of the pier than they did on the south side. But interestingly, there were more people surfing on the south side than the north side.
Well, because we have two divisions going on that, pro, and then we have tandem and our amateur surfing on the north end. But I get down here around 4:30 and I started going, uh-oh. Once the sun comes up, the waves pick up. We have that other depression that's out there that's cleared the Bahama Bank, and we are expecting much bigger surf tomorrow and the next day.
Well, that's outstanding. And folks, you're going to see some of the top-notch pros in the world with surfing.
Yes, sir.
And I watched some of those amateurs out there, and they're pretty darn good too. So come on out and have a great time here. You can make a donation if your heart's in it to the National Kidney Foundation.
Give the audience an idea where, if they come to the Cocoa Beach Pier right now and they got $20 burn a hole in their pocket, what can they do with it other than supporting some of the events and vendors and what have you? Is there a specific spot?
Yeah.
You've got the literature where they can make
Yeah,
that
we
donation?
have a volunteer registration down there. Kim Weisner will be happy to direct you any way you want to go.
Excellent. Well, wonderful, folks. Again, we've been talking with Phil Salick from the National Kidney Foundation. The website again, the surf site?
Would be NKF Surf.
NKF Surf. You got to check it out, but even better than that, come on down here at Cocoa Beach Pier. WMEL is broadcasting the balance of the broadcast day from Oh Shucks Seafood Bar. A lot going on. You can get to meet a whole lot of folks. You'll see some professional surfers, meet some wonderful people like Phil here, who lost his brother to kidney disease. Folks, you want to get involved. I can't think of a more worthwhile effort than to get out here and enjoy some of this weather and fun.
Yeah. It's not raining anymore, and again, thanks to 1300 AM. We really appreciate WMEL coming in.
It's absolutely been our pleasure, folks. Join us again next week on American Warrior Radio, where we're going to continue to bring you important information that you can use. As always, Glenn.
Don't forget, thank a vet.
Awesome.